Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to me misclicking on things.
I'm going to blame the fact that I am left-handed, because that's how I do. So, how's it going? It is Monday. Over the weekend, I started up Death Stranding. I was like, I'm looking for something like, kind of like a cozy game to try out, and everyone seems to like Death Stranding. I'm going to try out Death Stranding because it's a walking simulator, so clearly it's going to be a very cozy game, right? Hideo Kojima can do cozy, right? Okay, well, look, it turns out that walking simulators don't have to be cozy games. So, at any rate, it was pretty cool, though. I haven't finished it yet, but by which I mean I'm like an hour into it. It was completely the wrong vibe. Completely the wrong vibe. But, it was fun. It was certainly very funny. And it was like, okay, I need to actually replay the Metal Gear series at some point. Because I had not really realized. It's like, is Kojima always like this? Because I only vaguely remember Metal Gear Solid 2, like a tiny bit. And it's like, wait, was Metal Gear Solid 2 just crazy the entire time? It wasn't just, like, the one guy at the end? And it's like, yeah, that's probably true. Okay, so when last we left off, we had just finished clearing the trash on the way to the boss. By which I mean going through sort of like the emotions of some character who's like going through depression and going through, having, all of these, emotional issues, and, it's very thoughtful or whatever. And we're going to continue on and ignore that completely. Don't need to worry about that and what all that nonsense is about. Let's instead move onward. This is actually an interesting area that would be, I think, fun to do more of a deep dive into after we have finished the game for the first time, because it's interesting, and I'm curious to sort of like explore it, because it's not as simple as, I'm playing this again and now I understand this. I'm playing this again and I'm like, this is interesting. I have a different contextual understanding for it, but it isn't necessarily a better one. Okay, Uncle, how's it going? What is your... I would have traded my years for his. His life was cut short. He had so much more to do, to experience. The senseless war. Why? To what end? Lives shattered for what? He was innocent. Innocent. It was the folly of his elders, but he paid the price for our hubris. I would have traded my years for his. What are you talking about? This place, this Axon. They were all part of his story. The man has gone silent. We got some nice smiling faces. Those are definitely smiling and happy. Is that a thing I'm attention to? Okay, we've now got the sadness
Monoko,
stuff.
what does that mean? He who guards truth with lies.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Guard as in protect? Or guard as in control?
Yes.
God, what a sinister way to say that. Yes. That's also an interesting, what's the word? Why are you asking Monoko this anyway? Why would you think Monoko knows what that's about? Kind of. That's a kind of unusual thing that they're asking Monoko about it, as if Monoko's gonna know. But because I don't think we're given any reason to believe that Minoko would know anything about this. I'm trying to think if we are, and I just don't think so. At any rate, the follow-up question of guard is in protect or guard is in control, and the answer is yes, is a great answer. I think that that's a great and very informative question and answer series. We can ignore like why they would think that he would know anything about it in the first place. That's not really that relevant. But like the that question and answer series that the writers put in here is I think instructive. Because there's also the question of when when you are guarding something, in some ways you are controlling it, right? And particularly something as effervescent as the truth, right? Is by your attempts to guard it, you are changing it. There's no way to. It's like you can't interact with the thing without influencing it. I am curious how this changes if you don't do the prep work beforehand. I wonder.
I think you pissed him off.
So is this a palette swap of that other thing that we fought? Presumably not, because this has a mirror. And the other thing we were able to hit in the actual background. That's interesting that they have another thing here. I wonder why. Okay.
That's so lucky.
I'm wondering how aggro we want to be for these bosses. Like, we're doing pretty good damage there. Do I lightning dance and basically just instigate this boss? Yeah, let's it'll be fun. You didn't even have a phase transition when I did that. That's surprising. Okay, well, I think we kill the boss before it gets its turn. Okay, is there a phase 2? I don't remember if there's a phase 2 to this fight. Its HP bar did not zero out.
People want so badly to know. What's behind the mask? Front, back, recto, verso. Great art is both window and mirror. Whether it's your mask or theirs.
Harmless, huh?
That's pretty true.
He's the real Axon.
Child, we all need masks, but how you use them.
Alright, we still have our buffs. Why do I get 3 turns? Alright, we're gonna... Oh, wait, actually no, because we get 2 attacks in a row, which means that we're not gonna lose anything from doing this. Let's do... this... Oh, you... Never mind, I have to do it on my L, which means that I am clearing my L stacks, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, Mask Keeper, let's see how much HP you have. Maybe a little bit more than the previous one did. Defensive Aura. Oh! Okay. Well, that's not super helpful for you, considering. Like, do you think you're getting another turn? Okay. Ooh, 30% increased damage until a hit is received. I didn't realize that I had this many damage multipliers. Holy shit.
We did it.
Did we now?
No, wait.
We all need masks.
Monoko, who's already wearing a mask.
This mask can't hurt me. Because it is me.
I am thou, and thou art I. That's also an interesting sentiment.
You okay? What happened?
Axon down. Let's bring this to the curator.
Vice versa, wasn't it? Renoir.
That was Verso, wasn't it? Interesting. Interesting thing to say. As Verso. Are you just saying that because it said the word Verso? Because I think Verso is also just a word. What does Verso mean? Let's find out what Verso means. Now that they've called attention to the fact that Verso is a word, let's... I think it's a musical term, but it might also just be like... So there's quite a few dictionaries, there's quite a few definitions from Oxford. Now the question is whether it's French or English. In English, the two definitions are the left-hand page of an open book or the back of a loose document. And the second is the reverse of something, such as a coin or painting. Oh, we got a cutscene here. That's real. I thought they were just handing the thing over. What's going on? Did I miss something?
Is it you again?
Oh, what's up? Interesting.
Well,
Interesting.
What did you see this time?
I don't know. Oh, a woman. It was. Why do I keep seeing things?
So that gives us some evidence that the beings that are like the curator have the ability to shapeshift and look like other things. Like, look like people, right? Which lends credence to the idea that maybe some of these characters are shapeshifters from another world, if we're assuming the reality collapse has created sort of a merged reality where the Nevrons and this world, and the people from this world, are from different worlds that have been collided together, and that beings like the curator are from the same world that the Nevrons are from. One second. Oh, yeah, back. I had to blow my nose. But the interesting thing there is that we've actually seen a woman that looked like that, and Alicia, or the person that Verso calls Alicia anyway. We've seen those two in the same place before. Like at the same time. The two of them were standing next to each other at the entrance to the mansion. So the implication there might be that there are multiple of these things that look basically identical in their sort of like true form, or whatever the curator form they're in is. And that they are they're able to take on whatever form they want, right? So like they don't have like a set other form. They can take on multiple other forms. Because we just saw the character who we've seen before. Well, it's also possible that it's also possible that it's just that these things have the ability to shapeshift, and that the person we see, who Verso calls Alicia, is also just a person or some other classification of being from these, but that these things have the ability to look like whatever they want, and it just happened to pretend to be Alicia for that moment, and then revealed itself to be the woman behind Alicia. In which case, the question is, how many times when we've seen Alicia has it been Alicia, and how many times has it been the woman that we just saw? Right? That's a question for the ages. And presumably, we'll find out. We will presumably find out as we continue on. Let's see here. Let's go talk to people.
You seem preoccupied.
It's nothing. Just
Yeah.
nerves. It's been a long road to get here.
Extra long for you, I imagine.
You, on the other hand, seem quite relaxed.
Do I?
You're not nervous?
Of course I am. But we will do everything in our power. And either it will be enough, or it won't.
I really like CL. CL is an interesting character. The thing that she said about her being her mask is a really interesting thing. Because she's a very, like... she's very nihilistic in a lot of ways as a character, right? And like she's the character who at the very start is like, yeah, sure, Gustav, we're gonna kill the paintress. That's definitely gonna happen, right? Like she doesn't believe that the mission is going to succeed. I think that she has more of a belief that the mission will succeed now than she did before. But the thing that's interesting about it is that you get the distinct impression from her that there is a synthesis between she knows when she is putting on a show, right? When she is playing at being more like when she is acting happier than she necessarily is. But I think the thing about that is that is a mask that she's wearing, but it's also her. Because the masks that we wear are us, right? Like, if I'm masking my behavior in any way, shape, or form, right? In any way that you would describe that, the mask that I put on is made of me. I can't make a mask out of anything else. There's nothing else for me to mask my personality with than me. And so I'm curious, it's a very interesting topic for, like, CL's way of thinking of it is she doesn't think of the masks that she wears to, like, hide elements of, like, inconvenient things for this particular moment. She doesn't think of those things as being separate from herself. The masks that she wears are her. They are the thing that she has chosen to do in this moment. She has chosen to, like, obscure this. She has chosen to frontline this, right? This is being brought to the foreground. This is being put into the background. And I'm curious if that element of if that's where they're going with CL, with the I am my mask thing. Because it's an interesting sentiment. Like, I feel like there's I feel like I've seen that sentiment used in a very, like, sad way, where it's like a person has been masking for so long that they don't know who they are underneath. I think I've seen someone say, I am my mask, right? In a context of, like, I have lost myself, right? But with her, it's a recognition that the mask was you all along. Like, any separation you try to put between yourself and the masks that you wear is false, because the mask is made of you. Anyway, it's an interesting dynamic. I think that was an interesting sentiment. The dynamic for why Lune was able to, like, shake off the siren is kind of like, I don't really know what they're getting at there. I'm not really sure what's up with that. The dynamic with CL and the masks is a very interesting, like, topic that you could fucking write essays on, right? I'm like, you could write essays on that shit. Someone's gonna write their thesis on the usage of masks in Expedition 33.
Is that why you use a scythe?
I guess, yeah. Once a farmer, always a farmer.
Is a double-headed scythe very useful on a farm, though?
Double the efficiency. You should see how quickly I can harvest crops.
Don't. By the way, don't do it. She's lying.
I'll bet. I used to love the gardens of Lumia. All this look quite different now.
probably a lot more variety than back then. The Outdome teams brought back loads of new plants from the surrounding islands. That's actually how I met Pierre. I asked his team for honey petal samples. He brought me a bouquet of them. And 15 boxes of plant cuttings.
Smart man. If you want to romance a farmer, live plants are probably better than dead flowers.
Dead flowers are nice too.
You don't talk about your husband much. Sorry.
It's okay. It's just... It still hurts that he's gone. Neither of us were perfect. But we were perfect for each other.
What happened to him? You don't have to talk about it.
He died in an accident on one of the islands near Lumiere. His body washed away.
I'm... sorry.
I was prepared for his gomage. But not for him to die in an accident.
One of those lines is interesting to me that we might need to come back to that at some
We were
point.
supposed to have 5 more years together. It's okay. I've learned to be grateful for the time we did have, instead of angry at the time we lost.
That's a good way to look at it. You were lucky to have found each other. Not everyone has that.
Yeah, I am. Very lucky.
Well, I can't compete with that.
You're competing in a different event.
And that's a nice way to say fling.
What do you mean fling? Wait, this conversation doesn't change if you... This conversation doesn't change if you say no?
Is there a future where I might compete in the same event?
Versa, come the fuck on. Come the fuck on, man. You've known this woman for like a day and a half.
Let's just focus on today.
Yeah, let's do that.
And by today, I mean tonight.
Oh god, I hate to do it, but we're saying this. I hate to do it, but this is so cringe.
That might not be a good idea. I don't know if I can keep my feelings casual.
I understand. Good night.
First though. Alright. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're going with the cringest options. It's fine. It's not cringe. It's just, I mean, no, that afternoon is actually very cringe.
It's been a long road.
Extra long.
You, on the other hand, you're not nervous?
Of course I am. But we will do everything in our power. And either it will...
Alright, we do not have another conversation to do with her.
I
Dr.
can't
Luna.
believe we're this close.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ciel was right about you.
Oh. Actually, I should thank you. I wouldn't have got this far on my own.
Tomorrow comes.
So I think that this might be gonna unlock one of her abilities, because we weren't able to talk to her when we talked to everyone else, and everyone else unlocked a new gradient ability.
Working on the 33's journal. You planning to die anytime soon?
Well, you never know what tomorrow brings. Not to you, but to us.
Imagine if he was an actual ally of the expeditions. Like, he could meet every expedition and tell them so much information about what happened to the previous expedition if he actually gave a shit about humanity.
You always take such copious notes.
Look, there's a reason that I'm so negative on Verso, okay? He's clearly not... He doesn't care about other people. Like, he's so obviously.
Since I was 4.
Really? 4?
That's what happens when you have obsessive researchers for parents.
Still, 4 is young.
Not anymore. Not when you only live to 32.
Yep.
Everyone in Lumiere starts their apprenticeship at 6. And I was apprenticed to my parents, so they started me early.
I guess that's nice. They got to spend more time with you.
They needed a research assistant who never went home. The obvious solution? Birth your own.
Based.
Look at you, getting me to talk about myself.
Technically about your parents. Let's see. Also, like, haven't you been talking about you're the only one who's been talking about yourself.
Doesn't that feel nice? My parents were both artists. Widely respected, very prominent artists. So, there was a great deal of pressure to follow in their path.
You're an artist, then?
Not the kind they wanted me to be.
Meaning...
Music is my passion.
Huh. Mine too.
What do you play?
Guitar. You?
Piano, mostly. But a little guitar as well. You know how to summon an instrument from pigtoes, right? Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Maybe we could play together sometime.
Maybe we can.
Luna is intrigued by this facet of Verso. Verso is excited to play music with the fellow music lover. Are we going to get a gradient attack? No. Okay, we talk to you again.
Can't believe it.
Sometimes you unlock
Thank you.
multiple conversations at a time. Sometimes you unlock one. Like, sometimes you unlock none. So you just have to
Still thinking about
talk
what
to
you
people
saw.
until you run out.
I wish Gustav was here.
Me too, kid. Me too. Goddamn. Man, imagine if Gustav was here. God, what a based and awesome fella he is. Not like this fucking Verso guy. One might say that Verso is the reverse of Gustav. That's actually not what Verso means. Verso is up the inverse of a thing. It is the backside of a thing. So it's the part of the thing that is hidden, right? So like if you're looking at a piece of paper, the backside of the piece of paper is the Verso, right? So that's what that definition is, which is meaningfully distinct from like the opposite of a thing. Now, the word opposite can also mean the opposite side of a thing, right? Like can mean the reverse in that sense. They are etymologically related, but in the context of like being something's almost like antagonist, right? That's not really the meaning of Verso. Verso is the backside of a thing. Generally speaking, the backside of a thing that you're not seeing, I believe, right? Anyway.
You okay?
Yeah,
What's wrong?
nothing. Just thinking about Gustav. And Lucien. And everyone. Every time I think I've managed to contain it, a wave comes out of nowhere and drags me away.
I know.
How do you do it? After all these years?
They say time heals all wounds.
Does it?
But I guess death heals all wounds too. Bad joke. Sorry. Death is not necessarily final.
That was a wildly inappropriate thing to say. That was a wildly inappropriate thing to say.
What does that mean?
Gustav lives on in other ways, right? Through your memories, through his influence on your life and everyone else's, through the Lumina converter and his research.
He just implicitly suggested that a child killed herself. Like unironically, he just suggested that Maya kill herself. Which is a crazy thing for him to say, especially because he can't die, right? So he obviously has no experience with this, but like the idea of like telling a 16-year-old who's in mourning that death heals all wounds when asked how do you handle the mourning is fucking crazy. That is like that is borderline legally actionable if she killed herself. If that makes any sense. Like, that is, like, the kind of thing... Like, if you're talking to a fucking child, like, that's really heinous. Alright, sorry. Lumina Converter and all
True,
that.
but that's not very comforting when I'm missing him.
Try talking to them. I'm serious. It helps. Well, at least, it helps me.
Sorry, I'm all stuffy.
I imagine what they would say. How they would react to things. It helps me keep them alive in my mind.
I'll try that.
You know, as well she should be. You know what? Maybe go talk to Lune. Lune is a way better person to go spend time with. I actually do think that it was a missed opportunity that they didn't have more camp conversations with people that aren't your point of view character. Like, they have some, but I think they have, like, too many conversations with Verso, considering that they don't really know him and don't, like, that's a conversation that just didn't need to happen with Verso, right? Like, unless the point is to show that Verso is, like, a sociopath, like, that's just the conversation that just didn't need to be had, and maybe the point of the conversation is to show that Verso is a sociopath, right? But, like,
I wish Gustav was here.
it certainly feels more productive for her to have that conversation with, like, CL or Lune, right? Both of whom are experienced with and knowledgeable about death, and who actually, like, would have relevant things to say. One of the key things that you see about Verso is that he has no understanding of the lived experience of anyone in Lumiere. He cannot really relate at all. He keeps making references to things like, you know, oh, it's kind of young to apprentice at 4. And she's like, no, actually, our entire society apprentices at 4 because everyone's dead at 32. Like, we've restructured our entire society, and you were not a part of that. Right? You just don't understand the world at all. And it's kind of like, you know, when a boomer tells you to pay your way through college by waiting tables for 2 hours a week, right? Like, that kind of out-of-touch mentality is what's being demonstrated by him, but on a massively greater scale.
You're finally here.
We are.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm bored. Let's play cards or throw some dice.
The curator in the background.
You always cheat.
No, I always win. Only the weak cry foul when their skills fail them.
The other Jestrels never want to play with you either. Are they all weak?
Poor losers. Fine. How about a duel? We haven't had a proper duel in ages. Yes, a duel will be even more fun. Get the blood flowing.
All right.
Get ready to lose.
I don't know how hard this is going to be. It might be very easy because I am extremely overpowered right now. But I'm not really sure. I don't know.
This will hurt.
That's not going to be trivial. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Okay, so I do get perfection out of perfect recovery. I don't remember the attack patterns here, so I am just going to use perfect recovery.
Just try it.
Luckily, now that I think about it, I do know these attack patterns because that's literally his ult, so... Okay, let's see. We got the burn. Okay, we get the counter. That's an attack we've seen, obviously, because it's from the thing that we've bought before. I think we do a steeled strike, because it's going to be funny if I fail this. Okay, we got the counter, which means we get the sealed strike. Which does not do lethal. You're kind of terrifying, actually. First, I just gets one shot. That was 1,500 damage.
Once again, I am victorious.
Yeah, you walking hairball.
Verso, ever gracious in defeat. Rematch.
Some other time. It's
Spoil sport. My beauty
I need
requires
to
sleep.
I need to change up my build. I'm not necessarily going to be able to block every single attack in that combo. That's a very long combo. I believe that's a 7-hit combo that I'm fully not familiar with. I don't think that we've seen that enemy type. So since we are getting serious, it's time to bring out the samurai haircut. Let's set up our things. We have level 5 Pictos. I think we can probably do better than level 5 Pictos, even without taking anything from anyone else. Confident. We can't heal if we do this. Not necessarily a bad idea, though. And do I need that? I guess I probably don't. Let's see. Confidence expensive. Plus 1 AP on basic attack. I don't think I need anything that gives me boosted damage. Alright, we can go with Burning Break, just because it's extremely high value. In Meteor Res isn't bad. Let's do In Meteor Res. And I'm going to take defensive mode. I feel like I don't. It's fine. We'll go with this setup.
You're
And
finally here.
We are.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
All right.
Okay, Monoko here is kind of crazy. Got the burn. Got another burn. 7. Okay, that does give me 2. Whoops. Fuck that up. Concerning. Okay, we're gonna Sealed Strike.
Not impressed.
Okay, that counter. We still have 2 shields. And that did way less damage than it did last time. Oh boy. Jesus. Okay. Terrifying attack. We can't heal because... So we actually are only taking like 300, which means I can get rid of Confident and I'll probably be safe. I'll be in pretty good shape if I just take off Confident. The issue is that it does give me a lot of stinger, but that's okay.
I'll manage.
Do I Berserk Slash? Yeah, I Berserk Slash here, and then I Steel Strike next. Because this is a 3-hit combo.
Bring it on.
Oops. Oh god. Well, at least I made the correct choice. Yeah.
I've got this. Last ditch effort.
Okay, get rid of the mind stack. Let's at least attempt to get good here. Considering how badly I'm fucking up the parries, I'm not going to try to do that.
Bring it on.
Oh god. Fuck. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is not an easy fight.
Yay.
Versa.
All right.
Can I actually just Berserk Slash here? I can actually just Berserk Slash.
Ready to strike.
I don't actually need.
I've got this. Oh well.
To reduce my HP to get full damage out of it. Okay, we get the 4-hit combo.
Let's cover path.
So if we do that every turn, that's pretty close to optimal. We're not doing as much damage as we would do if we were doing Steel Strike every turn. Sad. Let's see. So Striker only hits once. Not super relevant to me right now.
I've got this.
Versus Gradients are not particularly good. Okay. We can Berserk Slash here.
Let's carve a path.
Wait, didn't I have 2,700 HP in the last fight? Why do I have less HP now? Do I have the thing that... I don't know what I do. Okay, I don't think I have a break on you, so I should probably just stockpile. Oh no, my HP looks like it's halved because I have half of the baseline max HP, I guess. Okay, do I have a break? Oh shit, this is a 5-hit combo? Oh, this is good then. Let's do this.
Time to strike.
Oh no. Fuck.
I've lived through worse.
Okay.
Horrendous night. I'll manage. Not impressed.
Okay. I thought that I'd actually fucked that up. Okay, we have Strike Storm. I think this is lethal. We got there. Okay.
Aha! You, sir, have been
Defeated.
You got lucky.
Ah, what was it you said? Only the weak cry foul when their skills fail them.
You're right. Or I guess I'm right, since I said that. You have grown more formidable than I remembered. Your skills are strong. I respect your win.
And I respect your loss. You were right, old friend. That was fun. Come on, let's go get a drink. I'm parched.
It's their own special way of displaying affection. I actually really appreciate the relationship between these two. I don't get angry at Verso when he's talking to Minoko or Eskie. I think that his relationship with those two characters, really humanizes him, because the way that he talks to the other people is always cringe, and the way that he talks to those two is very relatable.
Finally,
we are.
There's a mixture of
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Me too.
Did you know sorry was my first
My first rock.
Really?
Francois was super jealous, but he got one from Clea instead.
Wait. Francois has his own set of rocks. Why does he keep stealing yours then?
Because we're buddies. Francois is so fun.
I love it. I love why does he steal your rocks? Because we're buddies. And it's you might think, oh, he's being bullied and he doesn't realize it because he's a kid. But that's not how I interpret that, actually. The way that I interpret that is actually losing the rocks is an excuse to go on an adventure. And so having someone take my rocks from me gives me the ability to go on a nice adventure to find the rocks. And that additionally, I think that potentially Francois knows that as well. Francois is also in on that. That's my interpretation. That's my fan theory. Okay, so we've talked to everybody. We write in the Journal of an Apprentice. They can now enter the monolith and they should finally understand everything. She will forever cherish his memory. The memories of Gustav inspire my own. Skill unlocked. Gustav's homage. She hopes Gustav's apprentices will read this journal someday. Is that a good attack, actually? Oh my god, you have no Luminous learned. Why do you have no Luminous learned? 25% health when attacking a burning target once per turn? That seems a little out of control. Wait, did I not actually energize? I didn't do anything. What is happening? I don't have any of my Luminas set up correctly. I'm gonna need to set things up. Okay, so you have Healing Fire equipped, which you don't need. Can you take something with better stats? Or can you take Immaculate? Let's take Immaculate. Immaculate's great for you. It's going to be very useful to have things like Immaculate. We're going to have so much freaking damage. It's going to be great. Double burn on applying a burn stack. Apply a second one. That's crazy good. And let's see what Luminas we need everybody to have equipped. Combo attack 1 is very useful for me. Let's equip that on everybody. We don't need Confident Fighter, I don't think. Burning damage affinity is good. Auto regen is not that important. We don't need augmented counter. Attack lifesteal is very strong for a character who's really tanky. Greater Shell I should probably have. I probably don't need Healing Parry with the amount of healing that I have. We'll put on Greater Shell. We can also get longer shell, longer powerful, all this stuff. There's a lot of interesting stuff that I could hypothetically do here. So we need Survivor at some point. Now, as for you, I believe we had some things for you to learn. Do I want to stop sitting you at the verge of death? And start being a bit more... I definitely don't need healing parry and perilous parry at the same time. We need to get... That is so expensive. Let's see. AG's Revival is really strong. I don't remember having that, so... Energizing attack. This gives +1 AP on base attack, and I'm going to be hitting more of them. We don't need exposing attack. What is the... Is it not energizing turn? Oh, you have it equipped. Okay, never mind. Let's see. I was just glossing over it completely. Let's see. We don't need this. Ooh, warming up would be kind of convenient to have. I don't really need it right now, though. Because we have enough DPS stuff. I wonder, should I switch you? Do you need immunity to burn? Not really. Okay. We take Survivor. Do we have immediate res? Yes, okay. I think we're probably golden for right now. Now, as for you, you have a bunch of AP to play with for some reason. Tainted is very cheap and gives a nice 15% damage boost on every turn after the first turn. You don't have auto regen. You have attack, lifesteal, but no auto regen. That seems inappropriate. Increase break damage, burn affinity. Right. We need to learn... Or do we need to learn it? Or we probably already have it, right? Let's go to Mael. And... This is an 8-hit combo. And it moves you into Thinger Stance. It moves you to Virtuoso. So I can't use that to just like sit in like I can't just crouch in defense stance with that. But potentially very strong. Switches to Virtuoso Stance if target is burning. I don't think I need Swift Stride. I think we get rid of that. in favor of Gustav's homage. Gustav's homage gives Mael a very strong attack option that's very heavy on AP cost. But I'm starting to accrue more AP economy as time goes.
We're really going to face the Paintress.
And finally break this cycle.
That being said, someone here has been hiding a terrible secret from us.
Have they now?
What are you talking about?
Is there someone shady in the group?
You thought we'd never find out, didn't you? Nobody ever wondered what Esquier was made of, did they? Well, Esquier and I had a chat.
I'm sorry, Rosamund. She promised me sweet rocks.
Is that wine?
Stored my personal stash inside it. All excellent vintages. I don't normally share, but I suppose tonight deserves an exception.
Mon ami. I told you to stop drinking alone.
Wild.
To your great generosity.
I don't know how you can like this.
It comes with age.
Do you have apple juice?
Do you have apple juice?
Yeah, I'll leave you to it.
I told you to stop drinking alone, Verso. We just had this conversation 2 seconds ago. Telling you. Hello, friend. But which one is it? Is it the real one? Is it the fake one? Is there even a real and the fake one? Are they both the same one? It's like, are there two versions of the auntie, or are there two versions of her? The other.
My beautiful sister doesn't need this ugly mask.
I think that's very true, by the way.
You embrace her, yet you're condemning her to die.
You brought him here.
I'm not here to fight. But my son, do you know what it means to disappear into nothingness? Have you thought through the consequences? Not just for you, or even me, but for them. Their memories, their dreams, their love for each other. Who really is the one painting death, and who paints life instead? We exist, and we will exist, for as long as she wants. You want to spoil what we've been given. Sometimes we paint the bars of our own prison Your despair blinds you. You think you're ready to pay the price. But are you willing to let them pay the price for you?
May everything be decided before their very eyes.
Between the bars of their prison.
In the shadow of the monolith.
Interesting.
In the shadow of the monolith.
Kind of shady. The implication being that there's yet more that Verso's not telling us. Are you willing to let them pay the price for you? Okay, wait a second. We're cooking again. The anti-Verso train. We're ramping right back up again.
Last night.
I can't remember a thing.
You clean me out, mes amis.
You bunch of drunks.
I mean, it depends on how much of Esquia's body by mass is alcohol, but hot damn. Okay, well, I think we really don't have much to do other than to head up to the monolith. We're not going to be able to deal with Golgra yet. So, oh my goodness, look at that. That is super cool. You know, I'm reminded as we go back into this of the thing that what's her name? It's not Lucia. Sophie. What Sophie says in the intro about how she looks on the paintress and she pities her sometimes, like she looks pitiable, and it's like, yeah, man, she looks like
We can finally reach the
crying
entrance.
child.
Let's make sure we're well prepared beforehand. We still have a little bit of time.
Okay, do we have anything else? I don't actually think so. I think I've gone through pretty much everything. So why is Lune holding the sword?
Mael. You should do the honors.
Yeah, like it's a rapier. Is it a rapier? It's not a rapier. It's some sort of long blade, but it's not, that's not a rapier. Is it an EP? Epi? So, of note there, having destroyed that barrier, we have now made permanent progress, even if we die. This is the first time that we have, like, very unambiguously, 100% definitely made progress that will help future expeditions. No questions.
Preoccupied.
There's nothing.
I just want to check to
It's
make
been a
sure
long-
that
Extra.
there isn't any...
You're not nervous?
Of course I.
I don't
and
think
either
so, because this is the same conversation. So if we're having the same conversation, I don't think we're gonna have a progression there. So let's go to sleep, and then we can just progress. I just wanted to make sure that destroying the barrier didn't give us additional stuff to do in camp. It doesn't seem to. Oh, did I not come to silent?
Avril, 40th Expedition.
Whoops.
Gigi and Edmund were leading. They were on a clean glide to the monolith when they flew into some sort of barrier and just gomashed away. Our gliders are useless without a way past the barrier. Bernard's going to explore on foot, see if there's an entrance. In the meantime, we might as well make ourselves at home. I guess I'll try my hand at fishing. Assuming those sea Nevrons left any fish for us to eat. Rest in peace, Gigi and Edmund.
It's interesting that, like, that expedition would have gotten to the monolith if they came after us. Because we've now destroyed the barrier to the monolith.
Let us get wet.
Let's see. Oh. Okay. I guess we continue on. Sorry, I'm listening to the music. Got distracted. Let's go. Let's go. Look at that foot. Jeez. God. Minoko would just be so happy. I think we'll need to come up with a new outfit scheme for everybody. Well, not everybody. Minoko doesn't have that many outfits, I don't think.
We can do this. For Gustav.
For all of them.
Yeah? Having some shady thoughts over here? There's up to some shady business over here. I don't trust him. He certainly didn't push back when Renoir is like, oh, you're going to make them pay the price for you. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Now, to be fair, this game does like being shady. The framing of the camera certainly implied when he said they, he was referring to the rest of the party. He didn't say that specifically, though. So, just to be clear, there are other alternatives. He could be talking about third parties that we are not familiar with. He could be talking about, like, literally anybody. Let's see. What do we want for our finale? I think for finale, we go full baguette, maybe? Do we go full baguette with you? Could go rebellious. I think we go baguette. Do we go baguette chic? No. No, I feel like we established that baguette chic doesn't really work that well. You do kind of just look like a revolutionary. Let's go with baguette expedition, because I think baguette expedition works really well. We don't need the white one. Let's see here. For you, You know what? Maybe we go... We're finishing up the finale of the expedition. I think as we finish up the finale of the expedition, like, we're doing the thing that we're meant to be doing here. I think that this is the time for the characters to be dressed in their expedition outfits. So everybody's getting expedition outfits. You're not cool enough to get Gustav's outfit. Do I go with Samurai? Do I go with Baguette? No. Do I go with just Verso? No. Let's go with Samurai. You also get expedition outfit. And you get Rebellious, French Bob, Messy Bun. I'm tempted to go with Rebellious. We're rebelling against the status quo. Let's see. It doesn't look particularly rebellious to me, but that's fine. Yeah, everyone's getting their expedition clothes. That's what we're going with. Even Shady McGee gets to be a member of the expedition for now. It is so funny, like, how, like, a lot of people have mentioned that they like playing as, they like using Lune. Lune is, like, the default character that everybody uses, and I think a good portion of it is not just that Lune is extremely cool. There's another component to it, which is just that, like, you hear that sound? No sound, because you're not on the ground, so you're not, like, making the footsteps noises. Someone called that out recently, and I was like, you know what? That's a fair point. Lune is a great character. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I think that all of the characters are great characters. I will talk shit about Verso all day. He's a great character because he's so fun to talk shit about. It's so weird seeing you in your expedition outfit. I could say to literally everybody. I wish that we had an outfit for Monoko that was the expedition outfit. So we're about to beat the game and get into the post game. Shouldn't take too much.
Here we go.
That's concerning.
Let us stain them.
Nullified, huh?
Lightning dance.
So we're not even getting to her. Okay, we clearly got a storyline thing where we need to just cull through a few turns, and then something will happen.
A storm is coming.
Wait, do I need to have this barrier breaker equipped?
The dance begins.
The elements dance.
Oh no, it's just that it hasn't been her turn yet? actually really funny. Okay, maybe giving myself greater rush was a mistake.
Let's play.
That's what I was concerned.
The elements dance.
I was like, but it doesn't let me change my equipment mid-battle. Why would it lock me into a battle that I can't do anything about? It's like, wait a second. I'm noticing a turn.
Time to hit big.
And why would she react? We're not getting anywhere near her.
Full deck.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll get her. We'll get her.
Now's our chance.
Yeah.
Time to strike.
Time to hit big.
Let us stay.
Let's gamble. Time to strike.
This is fine. Being this fast is biting me in the ass now.
Ugh, our attacks do nothing.
I don't understand. The gradient attack should work.
I actually didn't use any, but
Wait, my L.
I don't think this is...
No. No.
it's interesting that it's not affecting everybody. Okay, so now it's affecting. Now it's affecting Verso as well. Or not. It was near him, but I don't think that it was actually affecting him.
Everybody okay?
Follow her. Quickly.
What?
This might be our only chance.
Yeah. Okay.
What's going on? Why is it only the 3 ladies who were set on fire? Suspicious business.
We are inside the monolith? What was that thing? Why did it help us inside?
Are you alright, Mael?
Up there. She's... the paintress. She's up there.
What do you mean?
I don't know, but I can sense the real paintress. Her heart is above us somewhere.
I guess we head up then.
So the giant girl is not the paintress. Except, I mean, she clearly is. Like, she's clearly the one that... when people say the paintress, they're talking about the giant that's painting the numbers, right? So, I don't know what you mean by the real paintress. Like, what does that even mean? Actually, when people are referring to the paintress, they're specifically referring to the giant that is painting the numbers up there. That's the paintress because they paint the numbers. So the real paintress is in fact the one that has been collectively decided upon, and whatever you're referring to is not the real Paintress in any meaningful way, because the real Paintress is communally decided by the collective usage of the word Paintress. This continues for some time. Hey, buddy. How's it going? It's going good? Okay. Oh, shit.
Finesse, grace.
You know what I'm actually going to do? I think I'm going to replace Maya in the party. Just temporarily. For no particular reason. That's not true. It is for a particular reason. Specifically because I'm going to be able to get a lot of enemy skills here, and so we need to bring our blue mage into the party, because this will prep us for the late game better if we just bring our blue mage around. And I'm bringing... Oh? Is that... I guess that's a canvas. It doesn't look like a canvas, but it looks like what the canvas doorways look like that lead into the thing, that are specifically called canvases. So we know that that's a canvas.
Vaso, what was that?
I don't know.
Fire. Again.
Which way is the way I'm supposed to go? Okay, I'm presumably going this way for the plot. So let's backtrack over here. We go down here. I really hope that this isn't a chromatic that's really hard to kill, because if this is a chromatic that's hard to kill, I'm going to be a little annoyed with myself for having swapped my party around, but... Okay, I don't think this is chromatic. Perfect. Let's poke you. We poke you. We poke you. That did not do much. Ooh, we're actually not hitting that very well. Okay.
So much potential.
Not heading for near max damage. Okay, Lancelier's foot. Abbast's foot. Portier's foot. Pop down here. Start shooting these things. Hey, hello, friends. Okay, these are flyers, which means that... Oops. Holy shit, that's a pretty good amount of... Okay, that was toast. Easy peasy. Okay. And we didn't get a foot off of the flyer thing because it didn't have a foot. Huh. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Revive Tint Shard. Okay, somebody's sending messages around. I'm going to basically just fight everything here. Yeah, this place was so hard when I came in here my first attempt. Jeez. I was getting so freaking crushed by, like, everything here. Oh, right, because I'm not using the buffs. Okay, we learned Immaculate. We have a big honkin' critter over there. I think I go this way first. I am tempted to go after the big honking critter, though. So, you have so much HP, actually.
Well, well. That's lucky.
Okay. Wildfire. Okay, that kills one. That one's not quite dead. We lightning dance. This is lethal. And then we just poke the other one. We have so many turns. It's crazy how fast we are. Okay, next on our agenda. Okay, it looks like this. That's onward. Oh, you are new. I don't think I've fought you before. Okay, so we have 6. We all set. We lightning dance. I think it's probably lethal. It's not, but only because I didn't get the crits that I need. Nullified. I didn't realize that there were immunities in this game. Let's toast. We don't quite have enough to lightning dance. We just go with the basic attack, and that's enough. We got a Claire's Foot. Hey, it's Claire's Foot. There we go. Claire Obscure, more like Claire Foot. Claire Footscure. This is probably a chromatic. This is actually the boss of the first area. Shot. Lightning dance. Vivek feels threatened. You know, that does check out. I'd feel threatened too. After a first turn like that, yeah, I feel like that's deserved. You should in fact feel threatened right now. Okay.
Careful. Building up chroma.
Oh, I hate that for me. I don't have a gradient charge available. We all set? Question mark. I could all set, or I could intervention. I'm hoping that I can all set and get another turn, which I do kind of get what I'm looking for there, but not quite what I'm looking for. What I was looking for was to get a turn with her. Okay. Okay, well, if that's its entire attack, then
Lightning dance.
there we go. Alright, mission successful. Cleansing Tint. This is not new. But we got Yvek's Foot. That's a new ability for our lovely blue mage. Alright. So that's the first boss cleared.
Interesting.
But yeah, I really was struggling by the time that I got here. I did some of the things, I think, but maybe I didn't even do it at this point. I really remember coming here and being like, ooh, I am not having an easy time here.
Good stuff.
Let's see, I'm trying to think of... Like, you get a weapon for Mael, and you get a weapon for Verso. I wasn't using Verso, and I didn't get the weapon for Lune. So, I only had one, like, character that was getting the weapons, and I was not nearly as completionist. I didn't have anywhere near as many things. Obviously, I didn't have Cheater, because I didn't finish that thing.
Teaching her children to paint, huh?
Alright, so we have... Oh, it's the hat that the boy that we see has. So there's two girls, there's one boy, and one auntie. I love how they have like the same hairstyle, so it's like basically the same model, but one of them is smaller. They probably have completely different models, but we can't see anything other than the hair, and they have like the same hairdo basically. Okay. This is a very convenient area for us. You might have noticed a pattern already. But this is why I haven't really been that concerned about
Time to strike.
getting stuff going for our blue mage. Like I haven't worried about bringing him in the party to make sure that I get all the feet. It's because you get to here, and then you just put him in the party and bring him through every fight, and you'll basically get, like, every blue mage ability. Oh, there you do. Haven't seen you lot before. How'd you get here? Me? I've been stuck here for ages. Don't know how I got here. Quite a mystery. That tremor ground starts floating, and bam, here I was all by my lonesome. Would have been too lonely too. Nobody to talk to except I'm quite an adept conversationalist. Yeah, I can talk enough for two. That and scavenging odds and ends can be quite busy. I am a merchant after all. And what's a merchant with no wares? But not too many customers around here though. Very few. None in fact. And what's a merchant with no customers? Just a walking bit of storage, yeah? But now you're here. You'll want to take a look, yes? I would love to take a look. We will take this. Do I need to pick these up? Free aim spins the bestial wheel. Counterattacks apply defense. This is kind of cool. Let's fight the merchant with Verso. Yeah, my first playthrough, because we have a blue mage, I brought the blue mage to everything, which is generally a good idea if blue mages are in play. Blue mage refers to a Final Fantasy class that learns enemy skills. The traditional way that it's handled is you learn enemy skills by having those enemy skills used on you and surviving. The surviving is more or less relevant depending on the particular enemy skill involved. Let's see. Energizing Cleanse. Dispel the first negative status effect received and gain 2 AP. Interesting. Avenge my brothers for me, will you? I sure will. So that is potentially very cool. So we don't need Immaculate right now. We can replace that with... Are we... How low... We're not this far back. Yeah, you can see that we're starting to catch up to where we were. Like, the stuff that I was just doing is like the early post-game, and you can tell, like, we're approaching Paintress, we're approaching the end of the game, right? We've almost gotten to the final boss. But there's a lot of post-game content, right? So, like, that's one of the things that's very cool about this game, is that there's just so much to do in the post-game.
Nice.
So, anyways, but, like, and you get access to some of the post-game content before you even get to the post-game, which I think is delightful. And I do think it's delightful that you only get access to some of it and not all of it, because it would be a lot to get access to, like, all of the things. And, like, as a completionist, it would be a lot of, like... It'd be too tempting to spend way too much time, you know, going through all the cool stuff that you can do before you've advanced the plot. We already wasted... Oh, that was not what I should have done, but that's fine. We all set? Okay, we set them on fire.
My, what lovely feet.
My, what lovely feet. Indeed, indeed. Okay, I'm gonna try just doing this. Okay. Sure. Pretty good damage. Okay, we wildfire. Okay, that's lethal on 2. That's lethal. Shouldn't be terribly difficult to make sure that we get all of the various feet here. I don't know if we need to kill every single one of these packs. I don't know if there's going to be some that have, like... I don't think we've run into that here before. Right, like the last time we saw that... I actually am going to all set here.
Well, well.
Because that allows me to do this. It is interesting that you can sometimes break the damage cap with the specific body part breaks, but you can't always. Like, some of those work to break the damage cap and some of them don't. Which is kind of interesting. I feel like that's probably progression. Because the last time the progression entailed going through a, like, white version of those. So let's go this way first. There was a side passage over here that I believe is a side passage. This is probably going to be the area boss, right? What the fuck is... Oh. No, it's not an area boss. Hey, buddy. Don't mind me. Apparently I can't walk behind it. This is Chromatic Bourgeon. Okay. Well, I don't know how strong this is going to be. Looks like not that strong.
Lightning dance.
Okay.
What lovely feet.
Was that a crit on every single main hit and a non-crit on every non-main hit? Because I feel like that was. Okay, we get the burn. And this boss is probably going to get a turn.
Well, well.
Here we... Dark Cleansing. And then you just poke. Okay, we have 8. We Lightning Dance. It's now in break range, and it doesn't matter. We're in Twilight. We Shadowbringer. This is lethal, I think. So, we got the Bourgeon skin. We got the Bourgelon. Let's see. 5 more colors of Lumina. And we have only upgraded that. It's not a new one. Okay. Stay marked. 50% chance to apply mark when attacking a marked target. That's okay. Guess we can just equip that on Monoko. There we go. So, we're getting a bit of a boss rush here. We did not see the actual boss of this area, but we did see the enemy that is the most, like, kind of interesting, almost. Okay. And this is a different enemy, but I don't know if it has a different foot. Oh, that one was called Claire. This is probably called Obscure. I'm calling it right here. And we don't have the foot for this. You can see whether you have the thing because there's that symbol there. That symbol indicates that we need to kill him to get the foot. So let's just lightning dance you.
Lightning dance.
Oh god, no crits. Oh god. It's rough. Okay, we shoot you. And we can kill you with an AoE, actually, so I think we just poke this one. Then you cannot use a fire, actually. Do I... I guess it doesn't really matter. lethal on you. Okay, let's do the wildfire, I guess, because they're both pretty low. That's lethal. 132,000 EXP. Not bad. We're starting to get EXP that's within the same order of magnitude as the EXP we were getting in the post-game area. So you can see we're getting there. Okay, we're in a new area now. Very reminiscent of the stuff that we've seen before. That's interesting that your shield doesn't count. Like, if you run into the shield, it doesn't get you into a fight. Okay. Interestingly enough, these have feet you can take, even though they're not Nemrons. I'm very talented. No, I'm gonna lightning dance on this one because we know it'll be lethal. Okay.
A bit of violence, yes.
Nice, stand corrected.
Rest.
Okay, parry that. Okay. GG. Robust Sakapate foot. Ranger Sakapate's foot. Okay.
Nice.
Grab this. Ooh, who dis? Hello, friend. So this is the boss. The ultimate Sakapate. Okay. Okay. We will all set. We will lightning dance on the ultimate Sakapate because it hasn't brought its shield up yet. Unfortunately, it is very resistant. Okay, it has raised its shield. I think I'm going to take out the ads first. Okay, then you can... Fuck. Okay, we do get the stuff back for that, which is nice. We can wildfire here.
Brace yourselves.
Fuck. Concerning. Okay, I need to break it now in order to get that shield down. Do I, though? Considering how low Monoko is already, I think I just use our sacrifice here.
Power of blood.
Frozen? Uh-oh.
Getting spicy.
Can this break? It can, right? It does not. I can't break if it doesn't. Shit.
bitter dregs.
Alright, well, hopefully it doesn't attack Marco.
Danger!
Okay, get the counter.
Take your shot.
Invigorating.
Now's our chance.
Oh boy. We mayhem.
Prepare to meet your end.
Still me.
We Twilight Dance? There's only 5 hits, but we get another turn off anyway, so it's fine. Okay. We Dark Cleansing on you to remove the burn. Okay, you are... It's gonna be very funny if this thing explodes on me and prevents me... No, okay, it actually dies. Perfect. I was worried that I wasn't gonna get its foot, but we got it. We got the catapult foot. We got the ultimate Zakabate foot.
Perfect.
Whew. We came from there, I believe. I guess we go left here. Okay. So we go left some more. It's convenient that they've put those directly in my path. I don't think I need to fight this one. I mean, I guess I am gonna have to fight it because it's gonna get in my way, but... Well, that's interesting. I didn't see the others going on earlier. Okay, so...
A storm is coming.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Lightning, die!
I'm very good at this game, don't worry about it.
I'm waiting.
Okay, stay marked. We have a thing here. Should be all right.
Useful.
Damage taken is multiplied between 50 and 200%. Love that. Okay, so we can get rid of stay marked, replace it with random defense. Obviously, we're not going to keep random defense, but... we want to learn every Pictos. Alright, so we went there. Now we go over here. We pick up the shiny. It's probably everything. Gamers don't look up and all that. Thought that was a foot, but it is in fact an arm. So we're gonna go from having basically no skills available on Monoko to having like every fucking skill available. Alright, let's go with some pot shots on you.
Here we go.
I think I'd like to take out big one first.
Lightning darts.
Okay, that one's toast.
Fun begins.
I got a lot of use out of this
I'm
ability on my first playthrough.
Invigorating.
Hey. It would be nice if there was a way to prevent them from crashing into the expedition. Because I'm very bad at dealing with them. But on the plus side, we don't have to deal with them anymore because we have finished this area and we can move on with our lives. Okay. Do we... I'm not gonna give that up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
An advantage.
An advantage. Advantage. Okay. Just getting to spy on some stuff. So those two are not having...
Who is she fighting?
Her husband?
Fighting is a strong word. It's a strong word to describe what we just saw. I don't want to hit the orbs right now. It's fine to hit them for the last one, but I don't want to hit them for the previous ones. Not that it matters that much, I guess. I have plenty of damage. Alright, Reaper Cultist Foot. We have another one of these things. I guess we can get this as a proof of concept. Does this have one of those other critters nearby?
Do you mean?
Okay. We poke, we punch. Do we use all set? I guess we do. You know what? No, we don't. We're gonna actually use Dark Harvest next turn. So let's just Lightning Dance on you. That's lethal. And
The fun begins.
get that hit off. Energizing Pain, don't need it. Okay, did we go this way? So we get a Greatsword Cultist's Foot. We did not go this way. And there is a thing right there. Look at that. Huh, okay, so those are clearly the same thing. Windmill. Ah ha ha. Ho ho ho. I'm not sure what I'm going to miss out on by not killing those things.
Good stuff.
Huh. Interesting. Is that really all I get here? It's a little surprising. But yeah, we're basically just going through all of the areas in order as we're going through this like final thingamabobber here.
Great.
Where does this go? Guess we'll find out. It's into a cave. Oh, we've got a mime. New hairstyle option. We have a Claire Obscure mime. That is so many fucking shields. You know, maybe I should have brought Lyle to this.
Storm is coming.
I have concerns. Okay.
Things are getting
Is there any reason to have done that? I don't think so, actually.
Looking good.
Okay, so we don't have enough to do what I want to do here. I could fire. Oh, I could wildfire again. I think I'm just gonna wildfire again. Okay, I think now, do we intervention? We just gain, that would give us a total of 5 to play with. No, I think we Dark Cleansing. Let's see. Okay, so the, yes, nice. We're actually going to have to deal with the enemy attacks here. We're not getting out of this without the enemy attacking us. Let's see, do we Grim Harvest? That only does 1 hit, right? Yeah. I think we just go for the attack here. Oh, right, yeah, you did the dark damage. Let's see, Twilight Dance, extreme dark damage on the Claire, not on the Obscure. Okay, that actually did a fuck ton of damage. I think this is lethal. It sure is. Alright, you have 9 Beggar to play with. We could use Tremor if we want. Do you have a reason to do anything other than just Lightning Dance on the main? Let's just Lightning Dance on the main
Lightning
target.
dance.
Oh, holy shit. I have not broken the shield yet.
Take your shot.
Okay, we get the counter. Oh man. Breaking the shield doesn't even matter now. Okay. Well, that was rude of you, but that's okay. You know what?
The stars judged you.
Okay, that's lethal. We didn't even break it. Didn't even do the break. Okay, we can immediately unequip this. We do not want this equipped. Let's see. Do we have anything else that we haven't learned? We haven't learned double burn. Let's... I shouldn't have swapped this. We'll just equip this, because you don't actually have this. Oops. I don't have that Pictos equipped, so by just equipping that, I think we get some nice benefits. Alright, so we can go back up. Getting all these nice battles done. I never actually cleared out this area, I don't think, on my first playthrough. I was not very completionist on my first playthrough. I did some of the post-game stuff, but not a very large amount of it. And by this point, I was so far behind in terms of my power level that, like... Because, like, right now I have the ability to deal good damage with, like, a lot of, like, multi-hit moves in a way that I just didn't on my first playthrough. My first playthrough, I had characters that had very high damage per hit. But the characters that had very high damage per hit didn't have a lot of attacks. So they, like, I capped out on, you know, on damage at some point. And then never really...
Lightning storm.
Got the ability to do, like, the crazy DPS with Lune. So, like, Lune could do max damage on my previous playthrough, but not with any of the lightning attacks. Okay, so this is why weak against ice, then.
A storm is coming.
Maybe it's weak against lightning. How fun would that be? You are weak against most. Quite what I intended to do, but that's okay. We can attack you, and then follow that up with a Twilight Dance on you.
Stars judged me.
Oh, you're not gonna die to this. You're not gonna die to this. We are actually gonna have to take a hit here. You're resistant to light.
Lovely feet.
Look out.
2-hit combo. Okay, we got the combo counter. Alright. So you are going to lightning dance on this one because it has a lot of HP. Yeah, that was a lot of HP. That was 48,000 damage that needed to be done to kill it when it was that injured already. Okay, we got the double burn learned. And we did not get a new foot.
Nice.
We do get a Pictos here. It's probably not a new one, though.
Well,
It is a new
that
one.
will help.
Plus 1 AP on hitting an enemy's weakness once per turn. I love the sound of that. Maybe we should take that instead of double burn, huh? Yeah, the more things we get that are AP generators, the easier a time we'll have just spamming the high AP abilities over and over again. There's so much you can do if you have a lot of AP to play with. Wow.
Great.
I was expecting maybe there was a thing to, like, jump to over here. I was not expecting there would be an item just sitting right here. Alright, we're at the quarry now.
Ow, wow.
Ow, wow, wow. Hello, friend. These are new enemies. Okay.
That's lucky. Not looking good.
Alright, so you can lightning dance on this one. I think these have enough HP to justify this. That might not be the case.
We're energized.
You. Okay, that's lethal right there. So.
Here we go.
Poking. There we go. Okay, we got longer shell, which we've already learned. Got a troubadour's foot. And all that jazz. Okay, you're new. We didn't fight you yet.
Ready?
So, I'm assuming that these don't have a ton of HP, and that, like, two wildfires will kill them. So we're just going to AoE here. Yeah. Let's see. I should have done the other one on this one, but... Okay, wildfire, this is double lethal? No, triple lethal, we got them all. Okay, Ramasson. Ramassier's foot. Okay, Ramasson. Alright, let's go up here. It's very convenient being able to just, like,
Great.
get all the feet here. We have you now. You're leading into a new area, I guess. I guess I should probably check what abilities we've gotten off of these by now.
Ready?
That's lucky. Not looking good.
Do I... Yes.
Lightning dance.
I shouldn't have taken any random pot shots at those. That thing just has so much HP that I think that that's the best way to handle it. Okay. This light... So 121,000 EXP. You really do get a lot of EXP off of the, like, area boss.
What have we here?
The Clairs of the Obscures.
Interesting.
Do I want to tinker with Minoko's setup right now? Interesting. So there's a mask here, as well as Gustav's arm. Okay, I believe that's the way onward. Let's go this way first. Oh! Interesting. Hopefully, I'm not wrong, and this is just an entrance to the manor.
Perfect.
L'amour d'une mère.
His little grin.
Aline!
So proud of his latest creation. But at least those memories remain. What hurts more are the memories unmade. The conversations we'll never have. The time we'll never spend. I want rage to consume me. Anything to fill the hollow. The rage won't come. And I just float in an endless nothingness. The person I cannot be around is Alicia. Her pain is a broken mirror. The shards reflecting back tenfold, and every moment with her the cuts deepen and I feel myself unraveling. I know what he'll say. But this is the first time I've felt any surcease. For a few moments a day, my heart beats again.
So, someone clearly, like, based off of the context clues that we have so far, we can presume that this woman lost a child, right? The interaction that she has with the husband, the person who is assumed to be the husband by the characters in the game. We get a little bit of narration there from the characters to kind of give us an idea of where to think about that interaction. And that implies that she, like, lost her son, right? She used masculine pronouns, and she's talking about the memories that are unmade as she's talking about, like, the pain of experiencing the memories that were made. So sad times. Is this French game gonna make me feel sad? Is that gonna be a thing that's gonna happen? I couldn't be. That is so out of character. That would be so out of character for a French game to be incredibly depressing. And I don't think the name Aline has come up yet. I don't think that anyone has mentioned it. Though you might recognize the name from somewhere. But it has not been mentioned by a character in game yet. I will leave the details of what the fuck that means until later. It's not like a major spoiler or anything, but it's just a thing that I'm not gonna say. So, So this is presumably based off of the thing that we just saw, right? I would presume that that's Aline that just walked off and that this is Alicia, right? Because she mentions how she just, like, can't even look at Alicia because Alicia's pain is like a shattered mirror of her own pain. So it would make sense contextually if the next...
Inside her mind. These are memories.
How do you know that?
The chroma here. I can read it.
Go even further beyond. Okay, so this enemy might look familiar, so we might be in for a very, very difficult fight, since we've already fought the other version of this, and now we've got, like, a version of this that's not the main one, so obviously this is going to be considerably stronger than the one that we just fought. But that's okay. We can make it happen.
That's lucky.
Oh, I did not give myself immunity to freeze.
Lightning dance.
I lied. This one is easier. I lied. This one's easier. This one's a gimme. Oh, you are completely immune. Ooh. Okay, well. I'm gonna go ahead and just heal you for 10,000. That seems like a great plan. Okay, let's start cleansing. I shouldn't have done that. I should have back first. Let's see. I'm just gonna attack.
What lovely feet.
Okay. Oh, yeah, let's do this. If we set this to its fire stance, then I can hit it with my normal attacks, and it will heal off of that. So we lightning dance here, and then CL should be able to get the kill. There we go. Yeah, way easier than the one on the other side. We would have maybe done like 10% of its HP with that combination, and obviously it was way faster. But that's done. We didn't even get anything particularly shiny off of the back of that question mark. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we move on with our life. It's fine. I didn't... Oh, I guess I maybe would have gotten the... No, because I didn't get a foot from it. And I don't think the other one was... I didn't fight it with Monoko, so I wouldn't have the foot already. Right.
Well. That's lucky.
Let's push forward.
Alright, we lightning dance on you, because your combos are harder to deal with. You have no HP at all. Okay, and then poke you, we just punch you. We should be able to just shoot this one. And then I could probably just poke. Yeah. Okay, we get 2 more feet.
Ow, wow.
Ow, wow. I'm very curious to see when we finish this area what percentage of the feet in the game we have. We've definitely missed one so far that I don't think we're going to get back here. Which is that boss that we definitely should have gotten the foot off of. But I forgot to switch Monoko into the party before I fought it. Oh, hello. Got so much snow in my jotes, it's really slowed me down. So this is this what gold? Ooh, we have 2 things that we need to fight the merchant for. Okay, the healing tint shard is a like limited capacity item. And Verso is not my best soloist. The best soloist would just be to bring in Lune to one-shot lightning.
Just try it.
To be clear, we're bringing in Verso just because. He's a poor thing. We got a kick out of our duel. Let's see if you want to trade the real stuff. Greater Defenseless, plus 15% to defenseless damage amplification. And... While having at least one active sun charge, apply a burn stack on hit. Counterattacks apply 1 burn per active sun charge. That's not that interesting. I'm not going to worry about it. Nice jog around the mountain, not to wake me up. And let's take the new thing, the Greater Defenseless. Probably won't be super relevant to us. Considering, again, that we are so powerful now that we're just, like, capping our damage on every hit.
Great.
Base attack applies powerless for 1 turn. That's actually very strong. That's actually much more strong than the other thing that we had. The defenseless one, because applying defenseless for 1 turn can be very valuable if I'm fighting weak enemies. Except if I'm fighting very weak enemies, who cares? I'm just going to blow them up anyway, right? Applying powerless for 1 turn means that the next attack the enemy does will always benefit from that, right? I'll always benefit from having applied powerless. You don't always benefit from having applied defense drop, because if the person who goes last applies a defense drop, then the defense drop doesn't apply to anybody. Nobody gets the benefit. Let's see. Poke you. These have the most HP. We all set. I think we blast the one on the right. It takes 2 hits of that combo to get that done. We Stalact on you. Okay. And dead. There we go. Dances. I forgot you could do that.
A storm is coming.
Fine. Don't worry about
Lightning dodge!
it. It's fine. Alright, now we poke. And the clones have, honestly, most of the HP of the originals. Like, they're not... I was curious about that, and it's easy to check with this, that, like, they probably are just, like, fully as tanky. Do I want to bother fighting this group? I guess I will. But give me a second first. Alright, so we can't do damage to that one right now. Alright, we are going to apply all set.
That hurts.
The lightning dance on the main one. That is probably lethal. Okay, you can Stalact punches on this, which I should have done it on the other one. Okay. Switches stance, which is fine. This is, I think, lethal. Sure it is. We have lethal with CL, so take the kill. There we go. At some point, we'll need to tinker. Like, when we're approaching the post-game, we'll have to tinker with our ability setup. But for now, we don't really need to tinker with the ability setup too much. We're in pretty decent shape for
Good stuff.
the rest of our stuff. Like, obviously, I need more defenses. I need to basically move stuff out of offense into defense, because we're pretty casually hitting the damage cap anyway. So for the post game, we're going to need to get some defenses going so that when I'm fighting enemies like Golgora that are just so long because they have so much HP and you have a damage cap, I can basically survive long enough. Hello, child. Welcome to my train station. Where do you want to go? Where can you take us? From here, your next destination is Lumiere, my hometown. Alright, take us there. Taking the train. Chugga chugga choo choo. Let's see. Okay, we can't go onto the tracks. We can go surprisingly far along this path, considering that there's nothing here. Interesting. That looks remarkably similar to the canvas openings. Like the portal, canvas portal things that we've seen on the world map. Alright, we have a new enemy type here. And not a new enemy type. We have the enemy types from Lumiere, but we haven't fought the enemy. Actually, now that I think about it, we did fight the enemies in Lumiere with our person, didn't we? So, let's plow through these. See how much EXP we get off of these. Well, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have attacked that one.
That's lucky. No margin for error.
Okay, because we're gonna like advance this one. Doesn't have that much HP. These are ice wielders. I think I'm gonna use this. This is a 4-hit combo. Okay. Utter garbage damage, but we can wildfire here. And yes, we'll wildfire. We won't bother doing the other thing first.
Here we go.
Shadowbringer comes out. Perilous Parry. Gold Chevalier's Foot. So we didn't get all of these. We have not gotten all of these. The statue of the dude, for some reason, it looked like it glowed right on his crotch with a triangle that looked like the Triforce. I don't know if I hallucinated that or if there was a weird, like, light lens effect from the lighting that caused that, but, like, that was, like, wait, what? Triforce?
That's lucky.
Okay. Apply this. You know, sometimes it's nice. Oh, you really don't hit that hard.
No margin for error.
I'll just kill you. Okay. Yeah, we're approaching the end game. I have an idea for what game I'm going to be doing next as our mainline game. I don't know if I'm going to be doing Neo 3 as the mainline game because I'm concerned that it's not stable enough and I'm going to get annoyed. So Neo 3 is a possibility, but I don't think so. I think what we're going to be doing after this is I think we're going to be playing Lost Odyssey, which is an old 360 RPG that I never played, but apparently Sakaguchi is the director for it, and I don't remember Sakaguchi's first name, or other name, I guess. I don't even know which name Sakaguchi is. I assume Sakaguchi is his family name? So I don't know what Sakaguchi's given name is, but... Alright. So that's the faceless kid from before. Playing the piano with the mother, who's teaching him how to play, question mark? At a very high octave for some reason. Like, that's a very high octave to be playing. Like, he's not seated near the center of the piano. I don't think I've ever seen someone... Like, there's a piano, there's a bench, right? Like, so, like, normally, that wasn't a bench, that was, like, a little seat. Anyway, it's just interesting. I wonder what song the kid was learning to play at such a high octave.
Verso? You okay?
Yeah, fine. Let's keep moving.
Yeah?
We're almost at the top.
Yeah? Seeing a kid playing the piano with a supporting family upsetting to you? Because Verso's established that his parents were not pleased with his desire to play music, so we know that for damn sure ain't his family. He's like, God damn it. Imagine the life I could have led if my family actually, you know, supported my passion. I guess it wouldn't matter because there was the whole fracture of it, but... But just in theory. Do we rush air front? I don't think we do, because it just didn't do any damage to speak of. We'll poke you.
Not looking good.
We applied that. I guess we wildfire. Which... Okay, we actually have enough AP here that we can probably gradient on here. Alright. Nailed that. Hello, friend. There's quite a few of these. Oh, okay, so this is a double on the big one, I think.
Ready?
Not that it really makes that big of a difference.
That hurts.
Lightning blast on you. Yeah, they have a lot more HP.
A bit of violence, yes.
Oh, here. Resistance. Nice. Hate that for me. We'll poke. And then you can...
Deal me in.
Violence.
You can poke.
That hurts.
And then you can lightning dance.
Lightning dance!
Oh. All done. These shinies over here. For whatever reason, this exact environment, like just this view, like looking behind this, I guess, for some reason just gave me flashbacks to the castle in Krakow. Actually, I guess it's not a castle. It's a fortification. It's not a castle. Because I think a castle would be a much larger fortification that has more stuff in it. I think that it was a more... it was a military fortification, but I don't think it was a castle. Anyway, I don't know why it reminded me of it. It doesn't look that similar.
Interesting.
We've got the flowers, looking very similar to the flowers from the beginning of the game. from the Gomage. Okay, we've got some friends over here. Just gonna walk right by you. Okay, we are gonna have to fight these.
Nice.
Because I don't want to get the thing interrupted, so that's fine.
Ready?
Okay, that one's the dark one, so we can't do anything with you. It's too obscure for CL to do anything to. So we burst it down. Okay, we can Stalact punches on you. Okay. Not quite lethal. We can lightning dance on you. And we have a gradient charge available. We use it. Because it's fine. Killing with the first hit of a 10-hit combo.
Charlotte, 17. We finally installed the last set of grapple points, with only days to spare. And for the first time, I feel real hope. This is our gift for all the expeditions to come. I am incredibly proud of our team. The interior of the monolith is perhaps the harshest landscape we've encountered.
You got to the interior of the
final
monolith.
set of grapple points were excruciatingly complex to place and required painstaking focus and skill. But we were bold. We were ambitious, and we refused to stop. There's no other group of people I'd rather be with, and it is an honor to die by their side. It's fitting that we greet our end together within the monolith that has loomed over us for so long. Though this Nevron has won the battle, the expeditions shall win the war. Tomorrow is here.
It's also interesting, these earlier expeditions probably had a degree of overlap, because, like, in Expedition 70, they weren't only sending 69-year-olds. That's not how that worked. Right? That is a tradition that is a more modern invention, right? As, like, things seem more doomed. So it's become this, like, ceremonial thing, almost. Rather than people necessarily really expecting that these expeditions are going to succeed. Which you can see with Gustav's sister, who's like, we need you here helping to prep for the last generation. We don't need you dicking around on the continent and just dying for nothing, right?
What have we here?
So anyway, the character of the expeditions has changed substantially over time. It is interesting to think that the monolith was accessible for Expedition 70. The barrier clearly didn't exist. Oh. Well, Claire Obscure. That's the name of the game! I'm gonna just assume you're immune to both damage types. Let's see if you survive this. You do! This is like an actual boss. Okay. So we can figure out how we want to handle this. Do we Stalact punches? No, we Brasileur Smash. This gives us the burn that we are going to want to have. You can just poke and then take a pot shot. That way on your next turn, you can just do lethal. You are going to do a normal attack And you're going to follow that up with a Dark Cleansing, I think. Next turn, we will worry about the other shenanigans. Oh, right, yeah, you're using Dark Cleansing. Or you're just using Lightning. Okay, we reduce their power, and we Lightning Dance on the boss, I think. Do we Lightning Dance on the boss, or do we kill this? CL cannot hurt this one. So any attacks that go into this one are definitely wasted. I know that for a fact. We Shadowbringer. Okay. The Clair Obscure can be hurt with dark damage, which is excellent because that's the kind of damage we're doing right now. Silencing combo.
Energized.
Fuck.
That hurts.
Okay, we cannot use any of our normal abilities, which is unfortunate. I guess we Dark Cleansing to get rid of the silence.
Well, well.
And then we take one pot shot, take two more pot shots, Lightning Dance. Ooh, baby. So, we have a Gradient Charge, we Shadowbringer. Base attack can break. Holy shit. That is insane, actually. That means that I wouldn't need... I did not pick that up. The first playthrough, I don't think I fought that boss. I did not fight that boss. I don't think I had that ability. What is this?
An advantage.
Lithalim. Vitality and luck. Okay. So, basically, that will mean that if I can just equip that onto... Are these both connected in the same way? They look like they're both connected the same way. Is there a reason to go to one over the other? That's so crazy. Okay, we've been here. Let's see. Do we want to fight the two of you? I'm debating whether to bother. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. I need to go AFK for a second.
An advantage.
An advantage. Advantage. Do we want... I'm not going to fight these. I'm not going to bother. There's no reason to bother. We're going to continue forward. I've already fought plenty of enemies here. And then we have a thing here, and I'm going to go AFK for just a second once we hit that flag. Let's grab the flag. We've got another one of those moon things. I wonder if we're going to have a danseur again. I will be right back. We back. We back. Baby. Okay. Let's go. Definitely not fight a boss. This is definitely not a boss arena. This is all normal. This is all fine. You know, I guess I probably should have changed my party up for definitely not the boss fight. You know, that dude looks kind of familiar.
We're taking her down.
She's not the only one who grieves. The pain of losing you, she made me inherit it. Punishment, perhaps, for not being there when it mattered. I refuse to lose my son.
That son was a stranger.
But you're not. You're not.
You lost me years ago, and I lost you.
So you leave us no choice. Tell me, how are you different from her in doing this?
I'm tired.
So trust me. We are your family.
Family is complicated.
If saving you means losing you, then so be it.
Look, Renoir is a real piece of shit. He's killed a lot of people. Presumably done a lot of bad shit. That line goes hard.
We only need to incapacitate him.
We'll find a way to kill him.
Out of focus. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit of respect, Renoir. I'm not actually going to kill you instantly.
Let's push forward.
Now, it might seem disrespectful to kill you with only basic attacks, but it's the only way that I'm going to be able to actually get to see your attack patterns. And I think that you deserve that. Also, the music's badass. Yeah, so clearly Renoir is under the belief that this is going to kill...
There's so little for us.
Oh, Jesus. Do you ever stop? Excuse me. Okay, luckily we can heal back up. CL should be able to solo Renoir. We are strong enough now. I was a little concerned there for a second, but I'm like, actually, we're probably fine. We just took like 6 hits.
Your sister deserves
Well then.
Your turn to shine. Each other.
Ouch.
Here we go.
Rude.
That's lucky. Still in.
Fun begins.
Now's our chance.
Ooh. Ooh.
Still in.
The music in this game is too fucking good.
Hurts.
They learned the all-important lessons from the Final Fantasy series.
Take me all you want, as long as you're allowed to do it. Wow. I'm refreshed.
Rude.
Do you
Brace
remember
yourself.
what it was like before?
I jumped. It's fine, don't worry about it. You know, it would be so cool if I could heal. If only this character gained healing abilities or something.
Deck. No margin for error.
I am getting a little spooked. He does get 2 attacks for every turn. I think we've maybe given you enough time. Let's kick you into the next phase of the fight, shall we?
Don't turn away from us. Refreshed.
Ow, wow.
Ready to evade.
Full deck.
Okay, so it said claws at the expedition, but it actually wasn't attacking the expedition, it was attacking Blue specifically. Okay, well that was very rude of you. I guess now is the time where we finish the fight. We've now seen that he has a bunch of cool attacks, and now we can finish things up before I get myself killed. We're getting close to the point in the game where it's very dangerous to keep the enemy alive. Revive with 100% health once per battle. We also got Renoir's suit. Yeah, Renoir clearly thinks that if we kill the Paintress, it's going to kill Verso.
Remember who your real family is. It's not her. It's your sister, your mother, me. We are your family. He would condemn us all to die. For what? Who do you really save with your sacrifice?
Your sister and your mother?
You're too drunk on your own illusions to understand.
Then let us celebrate the second destruction of the Dishonored family.
This is a crazy gradient attack of some sort. Uh-oh. Who dis? It's the curator.
At long last, we meet. This is all you have left of your son. Destroying it won't bring your wife back. It will only destroy the last tie you have to each other.
So her hand just bloomed with blood. I don't think it was bloody before that interaction.
I love them, too.
So the immortal is dead.
We did it, Gustav.
Is the curator Gustav? Is that what you're saying?
How did you do that?
Not sure. The curator felt it.
Can you do it again?
I don't know. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can.
You're the chosen one, Mael.
What did Renoir mean? The things he said to the curator.
I'm not sure.
Are you not sure?
She's through that.
Yeah.
I feel bad about the fact that I didn't bring Mael to the fight.
Behind this door is the future of Lumiere. What every expedition has worked towards. I have trust in us.
I mean, it's certainly promising that we've just killed an immortal being that was standing against every previous expedition. I've been handed nuts. We got second chance. That's a big one. You have exclusively speed, which I guess is fine. Let us, before I do anything else, remember to swap these two again, actually. There we go. And I guess we will give second chance to Mael. We'll give it to you instead of recovery, maybe? No, we'll give it to you instead of augmented counter. We don't need augmented counter, too. Alright. We will give you second chance. So, this allows us to revive after dying. So, this is, if you pair it with the other thing that makes you survive a hit with 1 HP, it actually is a third chance. First hit takes you to 1, second hit kills you, but then you revive. So, you have a third life, right? Because you started with 1. If you screw up a third time, you are boned. But you can pair that with in media res to have the ability to get hit like 5 times before you go down, even if you only have 1 HP to start. Okay, anything else that I need to do before we continue? I don't think so. I think that we're
outside.
She's there. I can feel her.
We need to be as prepared as possible. Once we go up, there's no turning back.
Stream is lagging for some reason. There's a visual error going on. Oh, it's probably because of all the fucking smoke effects. Okay. Okay, so once we get through, I was thinking I needed to wait because it was some other thing, but I think it's the environment. So since it's the environment, there's nothing I'm going to be able to do other than just get through it.
That's her. The paintress.
She looks like the curator.
Renoir.
She sure does.
He mentioned the curator's wife. She's the paintress.
Checks out.
Humber.
You'd think she was Saga de Verso. Maybe she is. The way it's zooming in on all the different characters.
The fire.
She's Saga de Verso.
Are you really here?
It's so hard to tell where your fucking sightlines are, man.
Or is he? Oh, is he playing tricks again? Alicia.
Alicia.
Your face.
My face. What about my face? Are you going to burn it again?
Alicia's your daughter.
And may I remind you of her? The daughter you lost. Come along. Let's go home.
Yes. You need to go home.
The hand motion.
This is another trick. She's not Alicia. You are not my first hope.
No. Verso's dead.
No. No. You are his creations, not mine. You will not take this canvas from me.
Well, now. That's concerning. The entire world starts
This is what
warping around her.
the expedition's for.
Tomorrow comes.
I wonder if it's deliberate that the warping effect that she's using is similar to the way that gradient attacks work. The gradient attacks like pull the color out and make it dark gray, and her thing is like a light, like white. That's like it feels like it's adding color to the environment, not taking it away. Okay, see how it plays immediately. Are we going to fuck around with you, or are we going to not? I think we don't fuck around with you.
Lightning dance.
I feel like fucking around with you is going to get me killed, so let's do that. Yeah, you have a pretty good amount of HP. I feel absolutely no need to play nice with you. Okay, we dark cleansing.
Finesse and grace.
Okay, we add another burn. So, how do we feel about this? got some more burns.
How cruel of your father to use you like this.